Most people think Astoria is just good food, pretty streets, and a quiet corner of Queens. But what if I told you this neighborhood once helped shape American film, sheltered revolutionaries, hosted spies, and quietly influenced global culture, all while the rest of New York wasn't paying attention? Long before coffee shops and waterfront parks, Astoria was wild, industrial, and dangerous. In the 1800s, this area was home to factories, ferry docks, and wealthy industrialists who wanted distance from Manhattan's chaos but still wanted power. One of them was William Steinway, the Piano King, who didn't just build a factory here, he built an entire company town. Workers lived in Steinway-owned housing, shopped at Steinway stores, and even socialized in Steinway halls. Astoria wasn't just a neighborhood, it was an experiment in control. But here's where it gets fascinating. Before Hollywood became Hollywood, Astoria was America's film capital. In the 1920s, this neighborhood hosted massive movie studios that produced silent films and early talkies. Stars walked these streets. Film sets stood where apartments stand today. The same place where people now jog and walk dogs once decided the future of American cinema. When Hollywood moved west, Astoria didn't fade. It transformed. Those studios later became a military training site during World War II, helping prepare soldiers for war. And speaking of war, Astoria quietly became a refuge for people fleeing conflict long before the word immigration hub was ever used. Greeks escaping occupation, Italians running from poverty, Arabs fleeing political turmoil, and later Eastern Europeans escaping communism all found safety here. Each wave didn't erase the last. They layered over one another. That's why Astoria doesn't feel like a melting pot. It feels like history stacked on top of itself. Here's something almost no one talks about. During the Cold War, Astoria was heavily watched. Foreign diplomats, political exiles, and activists lived here. Intelligence agencies kept an eye on certain cafes, social clubs, and community halls. Conversations happening over coffee weren't always just friendly. Some carried global consequences. Even Astoria Park hides a darker past. The massive bridges overhead weren't just symbols of connection. They were tools of power. Entire communities were displaced to build them. Families lost homes, businesses vanished, and the neighborhood was reshaped without consent. The beauty you see today came at a cost few remember. And yet, Astoria survived everything. Industrial collapse, wars, economic crashes, cultural clashes. It didn't become flashy like Manhattan or trendy like Brooklyn. It stayed human, real, resistant to erasure. That's the untold story of Astoria. Not just a place to live, but a place that watched history pass by, influenced it quietly, and kept its soul intact. The next time you walk these streets, remember, you're not just standing in Queens. You're standing in one of New York's most overlooked chapters.